atmosphere. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defied conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running behind that left side. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that. If they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Thanks for grab. Turning it on. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Rifles it down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wants.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season. Now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. White wants to throw it. Lets it go. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He's stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sooner.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. On the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets it past the marker. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Toss to the outside. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Horns reverse. couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Steps away. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going right to work up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gives it on the option. Oh, better look out. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. Passes takes him still on his feet. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Rides to back and leaves it. Finding open areas. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Carrion. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
And you're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Back to throw. It's Baker. Snagged out of the air.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Now the pitch. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
This lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. This is a designed run. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught behind the line. It's McCutcheon. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Caught in the backfield. It's Penny. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Longhorns will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up for 49. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, they'll mark it up to 33. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Baker. Going for it all. Brings it down on the right side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
To the air, it's Baker. Makes the catch. It's McCutcheon. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Longhorns are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McCutcheon.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Offense, quick tempo. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the 1st down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. This quarterback part of their running game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to surge it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, second and goal. Got to find a way.
Sneaks into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. A run for the quarterback. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Sooners. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia Tech is in danger of getting demolished today, and while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 17 to Pittsburgh. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Quickly complete.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And you kind of thought in that situation the QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that one.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. It's complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator.
Turning it on! They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw again. Dances away. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. White going to attack through the air. Got enough space. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous 1st down.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they can get into field goal range. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Here comes the Texas offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
White wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Penny. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick, but man, if you're going to do that, that's fine, but we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to scramble. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. At the 35, takes it the other way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's McCutcheon. Grab near the marker. It's White. He's loose down the left side. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. White going to attack through the air. Under fire. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Penny. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
After hitting that field goal down possession here late, one timeout in your back pocket, I'm thinking we're still going to see onside kick here. So, nice job by the kicker. They're knocking it through the uprights. Now the big question, can he execute the onside kick?
They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.